Jesus selected 12 men to travel with him, and learn from him. When following him were many women and supporting Jesus and his disciples by giving the food or money. Follow me, it says in Luke 5:27. To those who believe in him, Jesus' call was simple. Anyone who loves father and mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves his son or daughter more than is worthy of me. In Matthew 10:37. Since several of the disciples were fishermen, Jesus often spent the day down the Sea of Galilee, and people come to follow him from and near to the far. It says in Mark 4:1. Once again, Jesus began to teaching the lake shore, and there was such a large crowd, and among the shore was he got into a boat and sat down and spoke with them from there. Mark 4:1. After the day of teaching, Jesus said to the disciples, "Let's go to the sea, to the other sky." He was ready in the boat, so they started out, leaving the crowd behind. But soon the fierce storm came and high, and waves breaking into the boat began to fill the water, and Jesus was asleep in the back of the boat with his head on the cushion. But his disciples woke him up, shouting, "Teacher, don't you care that we're going to drown?" When Jesus woke up, rebuked the winds and said to the waves, "Silence, be still." Suddenly the wind stopped, and there was no great calm. But then said to them, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have faith?" The disciples, utterly terrified, "Who is this man?" And they asked each another. Even winds and the waves obeyed him. In Mark 4:37-4. And who is this man? Dozens of years later, the prophet David had already answered the question. It says in Psalms 107:27-28. They were the wits in the end, and they crying out to the Lord in their trouble, and brought them out of the distress. And still the storm whispers, and the wailing sea was hushed. When we can winds and waves simply speaking to him, the same voice had created them. This is a powerful message right here. If you haven't heard this, make sure to look in these scriptures that I already mentioned in this reel. So make sure to check that out if you haven't heard about the story. But of course I have, because it's a miracle that he can do anything possible, even in the midst of the thunderstorms we have in Anderson. But I come to be still and know that he is with me along each and every step of our own feet as we walk through the light, but a light to our lamp to our feet and a light to the path. I will never hide his word in my heart and continue to love this passage the way you see it here. Amen.